someone flicks me a back body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of BIYENGE, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
Yo, what's going on, cuz? What's going on, people? Hopefully everyone's well. I hope, the spirits is good as well. It's obviously midweek. And before we get into the show properly, cuz, I'm obviously wearing my D-Rock. Let's hear from a word from my sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Yes, people, you know the spiel. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock. So people, take advantage of the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you liked what I'm wearing, if you liked what my cousin was wearing during that shadow boxing, just head over to the description and utilize that discount code. Cuz obviously the D-Rock video is going to be changing soon. We're going to have a new range. So yourself and the rest of the team's gonna have a new range, and we're gonna do some sort of competition soon, so that one of our community members gets an opportunity to represent iBoxingHub in the new gear. So hopefully we can get people involved in that, man. But cuz before we get into the show, I just wanted to do a few shout outs. Of course, shout out to the Stay Weighed In brothers, Abbas and Sugar Ray and Andrew. They're obviously doing a tremendous job, with the Stay Weighed In shows. Also, big up to IBH North, Eric, CJ, Ricky, absolutely smashing it with their content up north. So big up to them. Big up to IBH USA, True Dollar Bill, Kev, Anthony. Big up to those guys as well. I'm absolutely loving the work, across the board, and big up most importantly to the community for the endless support, because without you guys we can't do what we do. But cuz this is the midweek roundup, we wanted to do a little bit something special. So this is a bit of a special one, of course, because we've got the big one happening over in the weekend. Of course, it's Usyk Dubois 2 undisputed. We're gonna know the undisputed truth, what's going to happen over the weekend. We're going to know who's going to be undisputed. But cuz, my phrase, man, let's get down to business. But before that, how are you, man? You're obviously looking sharp.
I'm good.
You're looking fresh, as always.
Yeah. I'm under the weather, but I'm good, man. I'm good. Looking good yourself. What's the latest on your end?
Yeah, it's all good, man. We're just super busy, with what we're doing at IBH, man. And, just without the community, without, the energy, we can't do what we do. So I just want to thank the people for giving us that fuel to continue to do what we do, man. But cuz, let's get down to business, man. We've got, a tremendous fight over the weekend. So I don't know where you want to start. Do you want to get straight into that? Or do you want to
let's go straight into it.
I don't know if you wanted to kind of talk about the undercard a little bit. It's up to you. And that's just throw it in, but it's up to
you. Nah. Listen, we've got 3 days until the big event. This is the first time in history, I believe, we're going to have an undisputed heavyweight match in the UK, let alone Wembley Stadium. A part of me, I really want Triple D to win, because him winning, he'll be the first person in history to beat Usyk, and by him beating Usyk, it puts him up there. It's like he will be, correct me if I'm wrong, he'll be like the second person in the world, and he'll be the second British person to be the undisputed heavyweight champion. The first one was Lennox Lewis.
Yep.
So that's why I'm rooting for him. But at the same time, it's just like Usyk's got nothing to prove. Yes, if he does it again, then he's great. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's one of the best boxers in our generation. You know, he's beaten all the Brits. He's beaten AJ twice. He's beaten Fury twice. He's beaten Triple D. He's beaten Derek Chisora. He's beaten Tony Bellew. 5 Brits is beaten. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like we, at the same time, we have to put some respect on his name. However, this fight, you know, Daniel is the hungry lion. He's hungry, and ever since he lost to Usyk in Poland, it's like, look at the outcome. He's changed. You know, he's been winning all of his fights. He beat Miller. He beat Herkovic. He beat AJ. If he fought Parker, could have potentially been Parker. We don't know. But now, you know, he's getting Usyk. So the he could possibly, do you know what I'm gonna say? He could beat Usyk by KO.
Oh, nah, you know what's so crazy, cuz? Big up to the comments that's getting involved right now. So big up to Feed Me More X. Thank you so much for tuning in for the show. I've not seen you before. He's obviously saying yes, Dubois can beat Usyk. So there is a possibility, but cuz I can't lie, man. You know me, man. I'm a massive Usyk fan. And you know, I like to tell the story of the first time I kind of experienced, you know, witnessed, you know, his greatness live. You know, going to, you know, the first fight for AJ versus Usyk, I would say the whole arena, the whole of the Tottenham Stadium, the fans, I felt the atmosphere. It was more or less, you know, this is AJ's homecoming. This is going to be a big fight. But then, you know, Usyk just spoiled the party. And since then, the performances, you know, you can argue that his toughest fight was against a Chisora. And since then, you know, he's just been able to dominate the sport. So can we really, you know, say that there's anything left to prove? There isn't. You know, he's had the 2 fights with Fury, which he, you know, won both.
He's had the 2 fights with Fury. He's had the 2 fights with AJ, and obviously he's had the fight with Daniel Dubois. But the thing is that, look, can Usyk be beatable? I believe anyone can be beatable. It just comes down to who wants it more, and, you know, yeah, it just comes down to who wants it more. But the thing is, Daniel, my only concern is he's got power. For him to beat Usyk, he has to put on Usyk. But can he hold that pace until round 12? Because Usyk, we all know, when it goes second round, when it goes to that second half of the fight, round 6, he's on a different level. Do you know what I mean? And I feel that a lot of people fall into that trap, because the first fight, when Fury fought Usyk here, if it wasn't for the knockdown, could have been a draw potentially, because it was a close fight. The second fight, I thought that Fury was a bit edgy, a bit gun shy. He didn't want to trade too much. Do you know what I mean? So it's just psychological. I think Usyk gets into people's head. It's like, I just watched the face-off where, you know, Usyk and Daniel was face-to-face, and Usyk's team was shouting, Usyk, Usyk, Usyk. And Usyk didn't say nothing. He was just looking at Daniel. And Daniel was saying, and the new. It's just like, Usyk ain't fazed by that at all. Are you still there? Okay, he's gone. But yeah, as I'm saying, I don't think Usyk's fazed by that at all. The only way, like I said, the only way for Usyk to win, the only way to Triple D to win this fight is if he puts it on Usyk, either cuts his eye, let's just say he knocks him down 3 times. And if he was to go to distance, that's the only way he wins. But in terms of boxing ability, boxing skills, boxing IQ, yeah, forget it. Usyk's on another level. But I believe that this fight, Daniel is going to be the hunter.
Oh, no, I agree with you. And apologies, people, about the technical issues. We obviously are back. We're live. Yeah, because from what I picked up, I agree with you completely. It is definitely possible. Feed Me More is obviously saying Daniel can hold a pace. His ancestor was an African Caribbean slave who fought her way to freedom as a bare knuckle fighter. He would do it. Trust me, this is a spiritual battle. Daniel Dubois is Grenadian. He has Nigerian DNA, so he has the fast muscle fibers. He will muscle his way to victory. Now, big up to him, big up to him. And this is the time for the Black Caribbean man and the West African man, both the same thing, to come together to support the country kin. All right, no, big up, man. That's a big comment there, and I definitely agree. It is that time frame. Let's see what Daniel Dubois can do. You know, he's the young lion in this situation, and look, if anything's possible, he could do it. But ultimately, for me, I don't really look at race when it comes down to this. I just kind of look at the boxing, the IQ, the experience, and for me, you know, the favorite does have to be Usyk. But
Of course.
we've seen underdogs, you know, produce the goods, and essentially Dubois for that first AJ fight was the underdog in that situation, and you saw what he done. So look,
Do you know
anything
what?
happens.
I'm not even. You know, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but I remember watching that interview. They even said AJ arrived late. Yeah, he was stuck in traffic for 2 hours. I remember watching it live. So there was no warm up. He just came out there 4 years to get the job done. Obviously, some may say he underestimated his opponent, but I believe if the bar was to, let's just say he becomes champion and there was an opportunity, I think the outcome would be different if you fought AJ. 100%, I think the outcome would be different. But
Oh no.
again, this
Well,
is Daniel's time. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, AJ's had his time, Fury's had his time. This is Daniel's time. So I'm back in the Brit. I think should Daniel win, I believe he will have to then defend his IBF title to Derek Chisora because he's next in line.
yeah, he to be honest, cuz he's got a few options, man. So he could do the Chisora, you know, the 50th. He could do it. Or for me, the person who does deserve, you know, a shot next is, you know, Joseph Parker.
Parker.
Because at the end of the day, he's been grinding, man. He's been doing his thing, man. So you got to give it to Joseph Parker next to at least have that shot, man, to
No,
fight.
but it's the order it comes. So literally, so it's like, so let's just say hypothetically Dubois wins, right? I think he's got 30 days to make a decision. If not, then he's gonna have to forfeit the title. So that's what I'm saying. So either he forfeits the title or he can fight Derek. But Derek said, yeah, well, he wants to fight for that BF title, and then should he win, that's his 50th. That's it. He's done. He's accomplished. You know his goal in boxing. So that's what I'm saying. It's interesting because it's just interesting to see who's next. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to override Usyk because I really want Dubois to spoil the party for Fury because Fury wants a trilogy. As the fans, we don't care. We don't want to see it being twice. The same way AJ's been beaten twice. You know what I mean? So we don't care. But I really want Dubois to win just to ruin the party, just to see, you know, who's next. Because in theory, if Dubois was to win, right, Fury won't fight Usyk for a trilogy for what? There's no belt for what reason? Do you know what I mean? If anything, Fury would want Triple D. But then again, if I'm Triple D and I'm holding all the belts, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fight the winner of you and AJ. Do you know what I mean?
Smart.
Winner takes
Smart.
all.
That makes sense. Winner takes all. And big up to Coach Eddie ATL. I'm guessing he's calling all the way from Atlanta. So big up to you, Coach Eddie. He's obviously saying Triple D by knockout. So now we're getting the Triple D energy. I know that's a one, you know, for anyone that's a why, but yeah, let's see what you could do. Feed Me More X is saying did a proper analysis on this fight. I'm gonna say it right now. Dubois will win by KO inside 6 to 8 rounds.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. Do you know what? I totally agree. That's the vision I had as well. I think he can stop him mid to late. I can see it because look, at the end of the day, I know again, obviously we can't compare Usyk to AJ because you know there's two different styles. But remember, Dubois is what, 27?
Yep.
Usyk's what, 38?
Yep.
That's quite a match, you know. So but again, hey, look, respect to both of them, but I this event should be a good. Daniel Dubois said it's going to be a bloodbath, and I believe it because I don't think like I said, he's going to be hunting. That he's gonna, if anything, he's gonna probably make Usyk fight on the back foot.
Boy, yeah. He's
But
gonna have
Usyk
to.
is good on his feet. He's good on his feet. It's a bit like, see, when you watch, I'm going to use a weird analogy here, but when you watched Bellew fighting Usyk, you see how Bellew was controlling the fight the first half.
Mm.
Maybe that was the whole game plan, don't get me wrong. But my point is, I can see Dubois doing something like that. Don't fall for his tricks, because also we know, look, Usyk, he's a good mover, good feet, southpaw. But I think Dubois is it's just gonna go for the jabs, and then I think later on that's when he's gonna go for all the power punches. He's gonna punch him everywhere. He's gonna definitely, because we all know Usyk here is sensitive to the body shots. We all know. So yeah. As long as Daniel, I believe, is stronger than Usyk, but I believe Usyk mentally stronger than Daniel. Um, but Daniel punches harder than Usyk.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with you. And Reese Tool, big up to Reese Tool, tuning in from wherever you're from. Let us know. He's obviously saying Usyk didn't have good balance in his first fight, even though he won. He's very cautious and was not comfortable like he was in the fight against Fury. I agree with you, but I don't want to kind of make excuses for both fighters, man. But understand it was raining. It was the ring was quite slippery and all of that, man. I think that was a bit of a restriction on the both fighters, not just Usyk. So that might have been why both guys wasn't too comfortable. Big up to Ryan Fraser as well. Big up to you. He's actually coming in from Boxing Talk up north. Big up, salute. Usyk is spinning the block just to shut up all the people that said Dubois was robbed. So this is another perspective. Now, big up to you, Ryan, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, my brother. And look, you're not wrong. Ryan's not wrong. Feed the Most X is not wrong. Coach Eddie is not wrong. We don't know what's going to happen on the night, man. But on the night, it's going to be something tremendous, man. I do believe that, it's going to be a good one. Fingers crossed, touch wood, no draws, because I actually want to see our undisputed champion. And it should be good.
I mean, should it be a draw, they'll most likely run it back again. I reckon. If it's a draw, they'll run it back again. Because if it's a draw, that means it was a good fight. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a trilogy.
I agree. I agree with you, cuz I agree with you, man. But I think
just
regardless,
though, like, look, I don't get me wrong. Look, the reason why I'm backing Dubois, because look, he's a young cat. He's hungry. Usyk, he's done it all. He's achieved it. Do you know what I mean? He's achieved it. I want Daniel just to prove a point. Because remember when Daniel lost to Joe Joyce?
Yep.
A lot of people written him off. A lot of people saying, he's a hype man. He's this and that. Now look at him. Look at there's levels. Look where Joe Joyce is. No disrespect to him. I mean, look at where Daniel Dubois is. So there's levels to this. And at the same time, we need to put respect on his name, because look what he's done. Look what he's achieved. Listen, he's a legitimate IBF champion.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Preach, cuz, man. I agree with you completely. And Reese is saying, I wonder who the referee will be on the night. That obviously will make a difference too. 100% agree. Hopefully it's a referee that will let it will definitely make a difference, because we'll know whether the referee's going to let them fight, if he's going to allow the fighters to clinch for a long period of time. Like, different referees have different kind of standards, man. And one referee might say, okay, this shot here is specifically too low, here's a bit high. So we just need to see what happens on the night.
Funny you say that. I can actually see Usyk playing dirty. I can see him giving Daniel a low blow. If it gets tough, I can actually see him giving Daniel a low blow.
Boy, it'll be the first time he'll make a fight personal like that, man. But we don't know what's in his head at the end of the day. There's been a few things in the back end that's happened, but what I do think is Usyk also has a point to prove as well, cuz, man, because a lot of people are looking at that fight with Daniel Dubois the first time and kind of putting an asterisk on that victory because of what happened. So this fight, both fighters have got a point to prove, man, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The first fight, I personally don't think that was a low blow. However, Usyk did win the fight because he put on Daniel. Daniel, he quit. Yeah, he just wanted to the knee. So I think now it's just like, because he's mature now, you know, he's been in the ring with him, he knows what to expect. But at the back of his head, he knows that, wow, this guy beat me. Do you know what I mean? And he can do it again.
Yeah.
So again, it depends on where his head's at.
No, 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you completely. Usyk has grey hairs now. Very strange. I wonder if he dyed it grey on purpose. But if it's legit, clearly he will have regressed. Ooh, a lot of people, look, these are fair points here, man. But we just got to see. At the end of the day, I think with sports science and with nutrition and with how fighters are kind of handling themselves and managing their bodies, I think the age on Usyk doesn't really matter in this situation, man, because look, we know what's even happening, you know, over the weekend as well, man. Like, if Usyk's old, then what's Pacquiao? Do you know what I mean? 'Cause I think if Usyk's old, then who's how old is Pacquiao? Because Pacquiao's getting on. He's 46. He's coming back.
Listen, let's look. Okay, I'm done talking about the main event on Wembley. There's another event on that day. Marius Barrios vs Pacquiao. Now, word on the street, they're saying that should Pacquiao win, Floyd is coming out of retirement and they're fighting each other. As boxing fans, do you really want to see that again?
Get involved, people. Look, you see the collage right here in the background. Should Pacquiao, you know, get the result? Is this the next fight you'll see? Would this sway, you know, Mayweather to come out of retirement? It is a potential, you know, opportunity. It could happen, but to be honest, cuz man, are we overlooking El Azteca? El Azteca for me is gonna put him to sleep, cuz man. I can't even lie, man. I think a fight like this, I know we kind of got our imagination hat on, man, but I just think that, you know, the younger fighter, the hungrier fighter in this situation, you know, Barrios wants to keep the title, so, you know, you can have, you know, further fights down the line, man. So it will be interesting to see, you know, what happens on the night, man. But I'm going for El Azteca, man, to get the stoppage, but it'll be a respectable one though. Gray hair means you're getting older, so the organs along with the bone mineral density might be weaker by a bit. Even if it's by a little, it will make a difference, man. I love Reese, man, already, man. Reese is kind of coming through with the science. Now, big up to you, my brother, man. It's all about education at the end of the day, so no, big up.
No, I was going to say, like, it'll be interesting. So just to see, this is for the WBC title, right? Should Pacquiao beat Barrios, which I don't think he will, and for Floyd to come out of retirement to fight Pacquiao for a WBC title, and for Floyd to beat Pacquiao, it's embarrassing overall. It's just so embarrassing.
But would it be embarrassing, cuz, man? I think I don't think
because it's just like, the thing is, yeah, look, they don't need to fight. Yeah, I'm not here to say, oh, you know, but they don't need to fight. They've achieved so much, right, in their boxing career. Leave it to the young cats or to the new generation. You're not coming back here. You're being greedy. You're being greedy. It's simply being greedy. You know, why not work with each other? I don't know. Do something different. Build something. I don't know. What? You see how you got different analogy, but you got KSI and Logan Paul. They've got Prime. Pacquiao and Floyd, they could do something different, something that hasn't been done before, something associated with boxing. I don't know, boxing and business.
Hopefully, you know, we could see, you know, more boxers or legends come together after the sport, maybe to create some sort of foundation or I don't know, a supporting group that can help the fighters when they retire. So at least there's, you know, some sort of backing. They can learn how to, you know, make money, so that, you know, the fighters who retire now can, you know, don't be in a position where they're like, okay, if an exhibition fight comes up, I'll take it because of money. So it'll be kind of good to see if, you know, legends of the future are taken care of, better than the legends of the past, man. Because I just think, some of the legends of the past, once they've left the sport, then that's it. A lot of them are not kind of really doing anything. Obviously, you got some people that are doing stuff, but you look at some stories and you hear that certain fighters are not being able to do anything. So I would really want fighters to come together as a union, maybe to support future people that are gonna retire from the sport.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good idea because we don't, with a lot of fighters when they retire, some of them got ill or some of them, no money management, they're poor again or whatever. But I think to have a community, somebody who can help you, from day one actually and support you and guide you for pretty much for the rest of your life, really. Do you know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
is that's a good shout. Um, I wanted to briefly talk about Eubank and Conor Ben. So what I've heard so far, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet. Apparently, the fight might not be going ahead. However, Ben said if the fight doesn't go ahead, he's more than welcome to drop back down to 147 to fight Shakur Stevens at 147 or catch weight, I believe. Now, Ben v Shakur Stevenson, who wins?
Yeah, I think so. Just very quickly, obviously, I've got the picture of Shakur Stevenson here, and once again, it was a tremendous performance. Great boxing skill, great class. To be able to fight in the inside and against a pressure fight, he was able to kind of showcase his skills. So I think he outboxes Ben even at a heavier weight, and I just think he gets the job done, man. Skills pays the bills, and we saw from the first Eubank fight how important experience is because sheer grit, also experience, and that extra something allowed Eubank to do what he needed to do in that fight to get that victory, despite the handicap he was in, with the whole rehydration and all of that stuff. But it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens next, man. Do you know what I mean? I would love to see that fight at 147. They kind of went back and forth on Ariel's Hawani show. It was obviously great content to see, man. So big up. Meow Meow, big up to you. This is the first time seeing you. They're obviously saying, I thought we were seeing the most aggressive version of Usyk, but judging by his open workout, he's going to be moving a lot. So I completely understand that as well, which makes sense. I agree with Feed Me. West Africans, Caribbeans do have fast muscle fibers, and there are examples in Usain Bolt, Mike Tyson. Yet funny you said Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth. People, make sure you read that book. And Joshua, Lennox Lewis, Roy Jones, Deontay Wilder. Definitely agree, man. Yep, definitely agree. Let's see if he's able to produce the goods. Let's see, man. But in regards to the Conor Ben fight, I would be interested in seeing that fight. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson, Conor Ben, they both have the same. They got good relationships with Eddie Hearn, so Eddie can easily make that fight happen, man. Just a quick phone call. I'm sure things can happen. Definitely. Yeah. So it's exciting times, cuz it's exciting.
Of course. Three more days until till the big event. So I'm excited. Like I said, I want Triple D to make history. That's what I want. I want Triple D to make history. And should he make history, no one can't say nothing. Do you know what I mean? He will be like, the first. Well, would it be? No. I think Mike Tyson was one of the youngest undisputed one. I can't remember, but yeah. Anyway, 27 years old, undisputed from Britain. Amazing.
I think Haney.
So,
I think Haney at the moment is the youngest undisputed. I think.
Oh yeah, he wasn't it? Yeah, he was yeah. At 135, isn't it?
Yeah. Lightweight, man. I think he's one of the youngest, man. But still, it'll be a tremendous feat. In the full belt era, it's not been done. So if the wants to do it, then he'll be the person to do it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know why I also root for Dubois? Because Lennox Lewis, the majority of fights that he lost, he came back and he won. If he gave Daniel some gem how to go about certain things, don't get me wrong, obviously he's listening to the main coach here, but just little advice what to do, what not to do, and what to do. You know, so I don't know, man. I think the pressure's on more on Daniel because he has to deliver. Because some will say Wembley fight it was a fluke or I don't know, but I think now it's like he's getting his rematch. Remember, when Usyk fought Fury, Dubois jumped in the ring, so it's like you have to back your talk. You have to back your talk, so you have to deliver something spectacular or something special. So I'm rooting for Dubois. Should Dubois win, he's the king of the heavyweight division. Would he be ranked on pound for pound?
Yeah, you would definitely have to. Yeah, for sure, because you're
Where
beating.
would you rank him?
He would have to shoot up the ranks at least top 4 because he's beating someone that's in the top 3 pound for pound. And
And
look, he's beating a fighter also, cuz that he's in an exclusive club, which is 2 weight undisputed champions, man. So if he's to beat someone like that, then surely you're gonna have to go up the ranks from that perspective.
mm,
So yeah, 100% agree, man,
would you
for sure.
also rate him like the best British heavyweight fighter this
Yeah,
generation?
right now he is definitely. Right now he's the best that Britain's got right now. He's Britain's hope right now in terms of the heavyweight division. Obviously, you've
Mm,
got Moses Atuma in the come up, and you've got our boy Fabio Wardley as well, and you've got other fighters coming through. But in terms of the champion right now, who's holding the flag, it is Daniel Dubois for British heavyweight boxing. So let's see what happened. It was AJ, but we saw obviously Dubois become the King Slayer on the night. So can he be the Usyk Slayer on the night? And is he going to produce the goods? Or are we just going to see the same thing that we've been seeing for the duration of this man's career? He just figures out how to beat these British fighters, man. And that's one thing that he has as good experience, and that kind of experience that he has, you can't really teach that because
no.
he's so used to being the away fighter, coming over to England to
Mm,
do the job. The fact that he's been able to, win the Olympics here first, that was his first kind of experience, doing the away job. Now he's obviously been able to, beat AJ. He's done the Chisora fights. He's done, the Bellew fights in England. So this is obviously just going to be another showing. So let's see, what happens, man. So the Bois started boxing age 5 to 7. Usyk started at 15. No, he can't. Big up to True Dollar Bill, all the way from the States. That's our brother, the commissioner. So people, if you're not tuned in to what he's doing for IBH USA, the newest team, just make sure you're tuned in to what these guys are doing, because I'm sure they're obviously going to do a watch along for the event, man, which I'm truly excited about. So big up to you, True Dollar Bill. Big up to you. Big up to you. Thanks for getting involved. And he's about to be 8-0 against you brothers. Hey, True Dollar Bill, I'm not even going to lie to you, my brother. When it comes down to Usyk, he's a fellow Capricorn like myself and you. And I've just been a massive fan of what he does, man. And I just think he gets the job done. But I don't think a loss to Usyk, even at this stage, is going to be bad for Dubois' career. It's not going to be bad for him at all,
no,
man. So
no.
I
He's
still
become world
think,
champion, so he's also achieved his goals. But obviously, this is a big one, isn't it? Undisputed, remember, undisputed. So let's see, man. Let's see. Look, I'm just excited. 3 more days. 3 more days. 3 more days.
3 more days. iBoxingHub family. Yes, big up to you, True Dollar Bill, Dollar Bill. If you guys don't know who True Dollar Bill is, man, just listen to his music, man. So next time you're going to watch along, just make sure you get him to do a few acapellas whilst he's live or whatever, and just support what he's doing. It's it's like losing to Mayweather. It's true. 100% true. Usyk's amateur record is insane. 335 to 15. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like when you're seeing records like that, cuz his career has been so vast that from the amateurs, cuz that's where he gained a lot of his experience, man. That's why he's not had to have a lot of professional fights, because he's done the grind through the amateurs and then the ultimate amateur in the Olympics, winning gold, and then the rest is history, man. So transformational drill. That's the name of the album, people, man. That's the name of the album. Make sure you tuned into that, because obviously it's that time, the end of the show, of course.
Yeah.
But once again, I wanted to big you up, cuz, man, without you, these shows, it's not happening. The fact that we've been able to, come up to 218, when the road to 300, let's keep it going, of course, man. And big up to you. We obviously did the special. So I think the thumbnail pretty much says everything. I'm going for Usyk. You're going for Dubois. Let's see what happens on the night, man. It's gonna be
the best
good.
Man win.
Yeah, the best man win, man. So people, also we got some polls going on online. So make sure you get involved in that, because we're gonna reveal, the results over the weekend. But from my understanding, the polls at the moment, Usyk's obviously taking the vote. He's the current favorite on our platform. But people, just get involved, man. We're getting a few, things here of Dubois winning. But let's see what happens, man. But yeah, cuz I'm just excited. Usyk's a legend. We're witnessing greatness. And please like and subscribe. You heard True Dollar Bill. Like and subscribe, people. These shows are for the fans and by fans like you guys, man. So we won't be doing this without your energy, man. So, cuz, once again, God bless you. God bless the whole of the community. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm obviously going to hand it over to yourself, cuz. Take you in. Boom.
Yeah, man. God bless you. God bless you all. Stay tuned in. May the best man win. Keep continuing. Keep supporting the channel. And have a lovely, productive week. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag,